really.
Okay, Coach, first of all, what brings you to Korea?
Well, basically to familiarize ourselves with a lot of the facilities that we'll be participating in, and to also have an opportunity to get a feel for the city in general. I think we're coming over next September, and I just wanted to get a feel of what we would be experiencing and what some of the kids might encounter here, and I've been very impressed.
Is it sort of like a scouting trip, Coach, looking for the proper facilities for our Olympians next year?
I don't think as much as it's looking for the proper facilities, as much as looking at the facilities that are here. I think the facilities that I've seen have been excellent facilities. The place where the games are going to be held, I think, are very good, and the practice sites are extremely good. You're just really checking things, and basketball's like everything else. You want to make sure you have plan 2 and plan 3 ready in case there is a tie-up in time or anything else that's involved.
Coach, what are you looking for in a practice facility such as the gymnasium?
The opportunity to use it without going through a hell of a lot of damn requests and having to go through it. I think, that's more than anything else.
You found that the gymnasium here is adequate for the Olympics?
I think it is. I think it's more than adequate, because you're looking for a practice facility, and I think privacy, you're looking for an opportunity where you can get in and just basically drill and train. You can train the team.
How do you feel about the Olympic team next year, Coach? I mean, what effect will the loss in the Pan American Games to Brazil, you think, have on the Olympics?
Well, I think it will have some effects, but I think the kids that we are playing, we will be participating with are very competitive kids, and they'll bounce back from that. I think that we have to realize in the States that we aren't the only people that play basketball well, and I think we realize that now. And the kids will bounce back for that, I'm certain.
What do you feel will be contenders along with the U.S. next year, Coach, for the gold medal in basketball?
I think everybody that's participating is going to be a contender, or they probably wouldn't get involved. I think the Soviet team is very strong, Yugoslavia is strong, Spain is strong, and certainly Brazil have shown that they can be tough. And I don't think that there's anybody that will be participating in the Olympics that you can afford to underestimate.
How will Georgetown's program be affected next year, Coach, with you coaching the Olympic team?
I think it'll be affected because of the amount of time that you have to put in it, but that's something that we've sort of prepared for. That's not something that we're surprised by. It's just something that we'll have to deal with.
Coach, you've obviously been coaching in the sport of basketball for many, many years. Does it surprise you that in the last couple years, say, some of the top-notch basketball talents, such as David Robinson and Kevin Yongsan, have come from military academies?
Not really. We've had several kids in our program at Georgetown University. One of my assistant coaches came out of the Navy, and I have a player now who's a sergeant in the Army, Ronnie Highsmith, and I've had several players who've come out of the military, so that doesn't surprise me at all.
You feel the military's been fair, Coach, to guys like David Robinson and Houston who excel in college ball, but due to their military commitment can't play pro until their commitment's over?
I really don't evaluate that. I think that's up to David to do that. And I think when he went in the service, he made a commitment, and right now he's fulfilling that commitment. I think how much leniency he's given is up to the people who are in charge of his responsibilities now. But David made the commitment early, and I think that he's doing a good job of fulfilling it right now.
How about prospects for the Olympic team, Coach? Do you see a lot of the players that participated in the Pan American Games returning?
Well, I think they'll all be trying out. I don't know who we will select because you don't know who's available there now. That's the thing that differs in the American system and a lot of the other international programs, that a lot of the teams are able to be there together and able to get the things done. I'm finished.
Okay, thanks, Coach. That was my last question anyway.